The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
What's going on, game, man? We live, man. We do it.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense.
They get a game.
There, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Oh, he's gonna come doing this shit.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get the little shit ready on Facebook. My bad.
So
I'm tripping.
Territory now. It's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second.
They get this shit cranking, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They knew last week they went for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
To throw again on second down. Lance escaping the pressure right.
They get it. I know where he's trying to go, man. Gang, gang.
Now it's third down.
Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The Lance going to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey.
We'll get that. He can have that.
Inside the 20.
He can have that.
17 now. Here's a first and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
He can have that.
After a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, give me that shit.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Give me that shit, dog.
They're going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Fuck.
Obviously, Charles always.
You know what you gotta do.
Oh, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I don't
You got to be more careful, big dog.
which means a tighter window.
Give me that shit, man.
You really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel
I need me a little spliff, man. A little spliff.
into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down, put 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's free going
Yes, sir.
inside. It's a foot race.
Yes, sir.
And touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I'm on the wrong shit.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive?
I'm gonna pick that shit on next time.
Back to your game plan coming in. Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On play action, Lance.
I'm gonna pick that shit out, dog. He keep trying. He keep trying.
Well across midfield, down to the 40.
He keep trying.
It's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing
Give me that shit, man.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's
Damn.
got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on.
No cap. No cap, man.
My bad. We simply couldn't move him off the
Big dog, what going on, man? Happy New Year, gang. Gang shit, man.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. He's brought
They got that boy Geno Smith running like he got a goddamn wobbly leg.
If you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for?
That boy leg wobbly, ain't it?
Then you pull it and take it yourself.
That was by mistake, wasn't it?
If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Good shit.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down.
He already knew I was finna cut inside. He knew that.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. to 2-0.
Look at my dog a touchdown, man.
Now Smith.
Fuck.
Oh, he was hit as he
I'm glad I got out my hand in time.
winds up incomplete.
Hell yeah, man. I just been chilling, dog. For real. Just been goddamn. Been working, trying to get ahead and shit, man. Ain't nothing. Same old shit. Nigga just 30 years old now. Same old shit, though, man. Well, yeah, you still in South Carolina with it, or you moved back to Georgia? Hey, roll up shit before the game. So I'm over here smoking roaches. Goddamn. I could have had some already. What trick?
Gino down a throw.
Catch
Throw
that.
out wide to Walker.
Get in the end zone,
And
man.
stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the
That boy running relentless. Goddamn.
down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Steps away.
Oh.
And
He got in that motherfucker, too.
touchdown.
I wanted my running back to score, man.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go on by 2 touchdowns. Myers connects on the
Yes, sir.
and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get
Nigga
this
got the
across
torch.
the 20, but
Goddamn.
not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
This shit tastes like straight booty. But these backwoods so strong.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last
Kittle.
time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a
Good catch.
sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Oh shit, I pressed the
On
wrong
first
button.
down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down.
I played the wrong button game.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5
I pressed the wrong button game.
back pocket and break it out when you need
Let's
it
see,
later.
man. What we gonna draw at this play, man?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He don't need to be dropping nobody. I tell you that.
They'll
Good
set
shit.
up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Good shit.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him
That
down.
boy Jamal Adams don't play.
2nd and 2.
Oh yeah, you already know that, goddamn. Most definitely tap in with me.
But when that guy also
DM me your number too.
extra yardage, they almost feel
Go on, get you locked in, goddamn.
really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Got the wrong person to do that on.
Corner of the end zone.
That boy running 98.
The feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Gotta get some speed on the field.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
A good throw by Lance.
Have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a good throw by Lance.
Third down conversion, good for 23.
I give him that.
Ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side.
That shit ain't
And they
going
get to
nowhere.
him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Good shit.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really
Gave up 4 last week.
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, most definitely got them good to talk to you, gang. You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely keep in touch more than we do. You know, it's all love, my boy. Glad everything good. What you got there?
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one
He got that bullshit. I seen him want to do that too. He be forcing it to the kid who got there.
convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and
I don't know who he was fooling with that one.
creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. 2nd down and goal. Lance, he'll get this underneath to
shit.
McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Good shit.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in.
Caught that motherfucker too. Got lucky. On some bullshit. On some bullshit.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return.
Yes, sir.
Showing it here.
Out of there.
Middle of the field, a breakaway.
He out of there.
And he'll bring
That boy
it
took that to the goddamn cranium, man.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
That boy took that to the goddamn cranium, goddamn.
Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from you.
You dig up the game, right?
What he said?
We don't have smoke. We don't have smoke. We don't have smoke. We don't have smoke.
We want all the smoke, goddamn.
Everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And throw behind his man.
Look how they did,
He missed
Lance.
him incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Flushed out right. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Play action. Now it's Lance.
Oh, give me that shit.
It's going to be intercepted.
I seen that shit. Get out of there. I seen that shit.
Take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because
Damn, why I keep having my
his head coach,
backup quarterback in the game, man? What's going on? Gang, what's going on?
let him work through it, or you start
Come
thinking
on, man. We eating that.
Now we've got
You nigga out here
whistles
eating
and
up.
movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Gino. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Tap in with the live, man. What's going on? Duke, man, game and shit, man.
Completion for 2nd down. action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
He said Geno Smith ain't finna goddamn do
Comes the
nothing.
Seahawk kicker here on 4th down is Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Yo, what the fuck was Christian McCaffrey just doing? What the fuck?
They need to
I ain't even see it.
so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a
He know
couple
them goddamn
yards
juke
shy of the 20
moves.
at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be
He still about mossed that
incomplete.
motherfucker.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores
Come
to
on,
the
man.
good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Good shit.
Able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
18 Radley.
Smith on 3rd down.
Oh.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That would be a touchdown.
Quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that.
That was
option at
almost
all.
touchdown.
Nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
How you hit
Many
'em.
issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's
Man, hit the fourth quarter, man.
some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
Red cycle.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh shit.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down. They've been
My
very
bad,
good.
my
5 for
bad.
7 thus far. This will be
bad.
3rd and 6.
Bullshit. Oh, look at that.
And his pass
I
is
got my second
intercepted
pick.
for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
I just sent it to you. Yeah.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
All right.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive
All right.
end on this play. He does everything
Yep.
exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure
Yo.
he spills it for a small gain.
I can't hear you. Alright. Yep.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
No.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the
God
Niners
damn, the
are gonna
phone
take
fucking me up, man.
the football.
Fuck.
The interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting
Could have
into the
fucking
end
text
zone.
me and told me
And
that.
if it
God.
does, then they can just get back on the field and
Now I gotta turn up one time.
try
Free slime.
and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
52 blaster.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the
Who
right
made
side,
these,
complete
man?
to
Fuck.
Kittle.
Ready. Points to be railed. 6. Mega. Ready.
Lance now on 1st down.
Good
And a
shit.
dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Lance going to throw. Completes it to
Damn,
Samuel.
this shit. My fucking controller died, man. That ain't the reason why he scored though, but my shit died.
I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a
My
puncher's
boy trying to
chance.
make a comeback.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They
That boy did an
have.
onside kick if I
Fourth
didn't
quarter,
know.
they felt like
Damn.
they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't
What's
get it.
going on?
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete.
Gonna be a good corner.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd
I
down.
ain't caught my play all game.
Which certainly makes this upcoming third
Gotta
down.
call it right now though. I need it.
They need to find the
I'm gonna
right
play
way
right
to
here.
convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to
I'm gonna do
gain.
it to the other side. I gotta get my dog involved in this play. I need my dog involved in this play.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Good shit.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle.
Damn, bro, I keep having
Makes
gaps.
his way forward here,
Just
but
can't
just
get
3
through.
yards on the play. 2nd down.
I can't get through the gap,
Yards on
man.
that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Smith now to throw.
Good shit.
Completes it to Fant on the right side.
That's a hell of a
And
throw
he'll
right
be
there.
out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11.
That's a hell of a fucking throw, man.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2
This
yards
play is
to
big
get the
right
first
here. This
On
shit big.
3rd,
Oh!
try option left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Gotta go for this, man.
It's just their first. They'll be
We
down
gotta go
2
for this,
remaining
man.
as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he know how to stop it. He know how to stop it. He know how to stop it. Hold on, He know how to stop it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that
Pick
one.
his ass off
2nd
doing it,
down.
man.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And that'll wind up moving the chains
Bro, you
again as the
motherfuckers dropping
tackle's
like
going to be
flies
made
out
at the
here.
Seahawks 39. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Damn.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What would
Boy,
look like
dropping
a march
like
to the end zone
flies.
has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Again, it's Lance. He's going to float this one deep
Yeah.
right side.
Man, that boy, he'll let him caught that bullshit.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to
took
leave
that
them with
field
just
goal,
one
man.
remaining here in this fourth quarter. The kick by Gold is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get
Bullshit,
it
man.
done.
Go on,
They gotta
finish
get
this
at the
game, man.
least a 3 and out here to get the ball
We're gonna
back.
finish this motherfucker. We're gonna finish this
This will be
motherfucker,
a
man.
touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. Back to throw. Lock.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
That's it right here for all the marbles.
Down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Smith.
Oh, come on, bro.
Is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure.
That's some bullshit, man.
Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Taken in at the 11. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
That's some bullshit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
George Kittle's fucking fired.
Take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give me that.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by
It's the
Josh
fucking
Jones.
backbreaker.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Good game, bro.
Charles
GG,
rolling
bro.
to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout As he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Get up.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the
Man, get up.
flashiest
Keep
run,
running.
not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
That's a hell of a win, man. We needed that motherfucker. Yo. Nah. Well, yeah, we get that later. I got some other stuff. I got some.